Hi, welcome back. In this video, we will write our first HTML code and we will discuss how we are gonna write HTML code from now on in our machine. So let's get started. First of all, inside of the desktop, basically what you can do, you can just right click and create a new folder. I will call it HTML course. Okay, hit enter. So as you can see, this is my folder HTML course and it is currently empty, which is good. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to open up the Visual Studio Code. I'll just click on it. So Visual Studio Code is now opened. Now, as you can see, what you can do, you can just drag and drop this folder inside of VS Code. Okay, if you do that, then VS Code will reload. And as you can see, HTML codes is now present here inside of this title, which indicates that the HTML codes folder which we just created is now opened inside of Visual Studio Code. Okay, awesome. Now, as you can see, here is the button for creating a new file. So I'll just click on it and create the first HTML file. So I will call it index.html. You can call it anything, but this HTML part, this file extension is necessary to indicate like, hey, this is a HTML file. Okay, hit save. Now this index name is the convention. Basically, whenever we want to create some HTML file, we usually call it index.html, like the main HTML file, and then we can create another HTML file. So I will create that as well, something like contact.html. Okay, so the HTML extension is necessary, but the name can be anything. But it is a good practice to name your HTML file the index.html. Okay, all right, so what I'll do, I'll just delete this one for now. Okay, move to trash. Okay, all right, now let's write some HTML code here, so just follow along. Okay, so now let's write some HTML code. So let's open up the less than sign and do something like h1 and then do a greater than sign, and then the rest of it is completed by VS Code. If it does not complete, for your case, you just type it out, something like this. Okay, and then do something like hello world and do some exclamation mark. Okay, and now as you can see inside of the VS Code, we are having this white dot. What it means that the file is not saved yet. So I will just do Control S to save the file. Okay, now how we can see it inside of the browser. So what I'll do, I'll go to the HTML codes. Okay, and I will open the Google Chrome browser as well. So I'll open the Google Chrome. As you can see, there we go. So I have opened the Google Chrome browser and I'll just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and now what I'll do, I'll just drag and drop it here. Okay, and I'll just close up that particular tab. And now as you can see, our HTML file is now inside of the browser. And here, as you can see, it is saying file. Okay, so if I just copy this one, this particular path, and I'll just close out this one, I'll go to the code editor here and do, okay, let's not do that. Let's do something like this. So this is the URL. Your URL will be a little bit different. My URL is something like this. Okay, so this will be that. Now if I just go to the browser, as you can see, there we go. So as you can see, hello world is now printed out. Okay, I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay, all right, now what I can do here, I will just do something like this, create a new workspace, and I'll just go here and just maximize this window. Okay, all right, so now as you can see, this is our first HTML file. Now if I just change that and add something like a smiley face, something like this, and hit save and go to the browser, now as you can see, the changes are not reflected inside of the browser. To reflect the changes, what I have to do, I have to just refresh the page. Okay, and there we go. So our changes are here. And now you might be thinking, okay, whenever we have to change something inside of the HTML, we have to go to the browser and then once again we have to refresh. Okay, and this is a little bit tedious process. To simplify this process, what we can do, basically, we have installed the live server extension, right? And if you have installed the live server extension, you will have this particular button, like click to run live server. Okay, so what you can do, you can just click on it, or in the empty space here, you can just right click and go here at the bottom and open with live server. If you do that, now as you can see, okay, so it is saying like, hey, live reload is not possible without head or body tag. We will fix that. But what I will do here, I'll go to the browser. As you can see, there is another tab here, okay? And it is saying localhost 5500 / index.html. So I'll just go something like this. And what I'll do here, I'll just do something like HTML, okay, and inside of that I'll add a head, and after that I will add a body, okay, and inside of here I'll add the h1 and do something like hello. Okay, you don't have to worry about everything which I have written out here. We will discuss everything in detail in the upcoming videos. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just save that. I have already saved that. And now if I just go to here, as you can see, if I just reload, it will be hello. Now if I just change something like, do something like this, as you can see, we do not have to reload the page every time, which is awesome. And this is how this live server extension works. This is a very handy extension if you want to write some HTML code. Okay, so why I have written out so much of the code here? Because to run with the live server extension, basically. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just save that and do something like this. And also if I just now change something like hello world and exclamation mark, hit save, and now as you can see, there we go, our changes are reflected inside of the browser. Okay, awesome. Now one of the other things which I want to point out here is that when you are launching your website with the live server extension, what will happen, it will open up your default browser. Okay, for me it is Google Chrome, that is why it is opening up the Google Chrome browser. If you have a different browser, then it will open up this index.html inside of that particular browser. So in case if you do not want to change your default browser but still want to use Google Chrome with live server, what you have to do, you have to go to the Google Chrome browser, and here what you can do, you can just type out inside of the search bar localhost and then colon 5500, okay, localhost 5500, and hit enter. And as you can see, our website is now present here. As you can see here, we have this port, right? So whatever the port you are seeing here, you have to go to your browser and say like localhost colon and then the particular port, and your web page will be opened inside of the browser. Okay, all right, so this is how we will be writing our code from now on inside of this course. Okay, awesome.